Another great way to talk about persistence is as we age. Nobody's really aging backwards, although some of us might age slower than others. And me personally, I'm trying to age well as long as I can. But I think so many people that I work with as a physical therapist, they all start to recognize the aging process. And for me, being in this business for a long time, I kept hearing it over and over and over again about how don't get old. And, as you get old, it's going to get tougher and your body's going to wear down. And, as a young person, and a healthy person, you hear that over and over again. And you start to realize, and I've started to recognize as I've hit different decades in my life that, I'm getting closer to these points of what they're talking about. And I don't want to be the person that is going to be limited just because of age. And I think it's kind of a scary thing because I've seen it so many times with different patients that just because they're a certain age, they say, I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. I can't accomplish that anymore. And I just want to encourage you that you don't have to just let age be your factor or an indicator that stops you from doing what you want to do. We all have different abilities. We all have different physical ailments. We all have different physical limitations. But even within those limitations, it might mean you can't do something as well as you used to. It might mean you can't do something as well as somebody else or something that you would like to do. But don't give in to all of that, because even if you have a lot of bad days, there's still going to be certain times of the day that's bad or certain days of the week that are good. And use those days to accomplish what you want to do, because then you'll feel so much more fulfilled when you know you accomplished something that you couldn't do maybe the day before. So don't get caught up in the fact that age is going to stop me from doing everything. Focus it and look at it thinking, I can do as much as I want to for as long as I want to. And in my opinion, age has always just been a number. And I think a lot of people, when you have that positive outlook and that mental attitude for it, it really does change the game a little bit, because there's plenty of people that are your age, I'm sure, no matter what decade or what age you are, that are saying they can't do anything, or they're saying that everything hurts and they're achy and they're sore. But you don't have to live like that. You can get out and be active, and we can always move better. We can always try to improve what condition we are dealing with in some ways, even if it's a small way. So don't let age stop you, and don't let people that are your age stop you because they're dealing with their own thing. We all have our own thing to deal with, but we all can handle it in our own way, and try to stay positive doing that.